Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and guess what? You're watching.
Funny
Hey,
old
old
guys.
guy.
Get those hands flailing there, Charlie. Yeah, there we go. By golly. Hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief. You're watching Funny Old Guys, and we're really funny. We have a new guest, very strange. First, this is a joke-a-thon. We steal everything you're going to hear and see today. But introducing a new guest named, he's a strange man. His name is Benji. Say hello there, buddy.
Hi, I'm Benji. Dr. Fatpacker is on vacation sometime, so he asked me if I could come and help you guys out a bit. He says
Well,
I'm pretty funny, so we'll see what happens.
we're
Hi.
having second thoughts there, Benji. Where are you from, by the way?
Oh,
You have a southern accent.
please don't make me cry. That would be nasty.
You
Oh,
didn't hear me. Where do you live? You're southern
well, I
accent.
live down south.
That's
I mean, where does it sound like I live? Like in London?
what the hell? Well, that's true. And below me, we have a homeless Charlie who appears to be in a home. Say hello there, buddy.
Hello there, buddy. Yeah, I am in a home.
Ooh.
I'm in a home of a friend,
Yes?
and he's taking very good care of me.
Yes?
Ooh.
And I've been here about 4 weeks.
What a deal.
Pretty soon, a week or two, I'll be using a cane.
Did you say a leak or two?
A week,
Oh,
as in 7 days.
yes.
And I'll be using a cane, and I'll be able to go back to my alley, my own alley.
A candy cane?
Well, sort of. It is getting close to Valentine's Day.
Folks, homeless Charlie, we heard, fell, broke his hip, was in the hospital, had surgery, rehab. Now he's home. Well, he's in somebody's home, but he's
In a
going through
home.
further rehab. So we're going to call him Hoppy.
Hoppy.
You guys remember Hop
Well,
Along Cassidy?
I can't hoppy.
You can't even Hoppy.
I'm
yeah,
I'm
there you
limpy.
go.
I'm
At least you
limpy.
don't have to be out in the alley in the cold weather.
Did you
That's
say
right.
limp?
There's an advantage to breaking hips.
Did you say limpy?
I'm limping. I'm not
Oh,
hopping.
I thought you said limpy, and we don't want to talk about your sex life.
Okay.
Anyway, let's tell some jokes before this video runs out. Go.
Well, hey, yeah, Dr. Fatpacker told me that I should start out with some stupid things.
Ah,
So I thought I could do that. I actually can do that. So here are 3 quotes from some famous people that I may not ever have heard of. Like this guy, Doug Larson. I never heard of him, but he said, never doubt the courage of the French. They were obviously the ones who discovered that snails were edible.
Blah.
And Joan Rivers, she said, I wish I had a twin so I could know what I'd look like without plastic.
Oh,
And finally, Ziggy from the cartoon Ziggy,
Ziggy.
he said, yeah, Ziggy, Ziggy. You don't remember that cartoon?
I do remember Ziggy.
Okay, well, he said, just remember, if things look hopeless, maybe you're facing the wrong direction.
Oh, what kind and lovely words. Homeless Charlie,
There you go.
tell us the joke.
Well,
Hello?
I,
Did you lose your jokes?
my mind just went blank, and I can't even think of a joke.
Oh, no.
Well, I think when I broke my hip, I also broke part of my spine,
Yeah?
and I think I also broke part of my head.
Oh, my.
So give me a moment here, and hopefully I can think of something.
Well, okay, we're going to move on. That'll give you plenty of time to think. Anyway, I
You
have
go
some,
ahead, Comedy Thief. You tell us something funny, will you, y'all?
well, you guys remember John Wayne Bobbitt?
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's the one with Lorena there.
Lorena, she chopped off his package or his
Yes,
digit.
we know.
Anyway, in the rush to get to the hospital, clutching his penis in his paw, the surgeons were so excited and rushed that when they reattached John Wayne's penis, they put it on backwards.
Oh,
2 months later, John Wayne's walking down the street, fully recovered. He saw a pretty girl and he stabbed himself to death, is what he did. Benji!
so
Take
this
it out of
older this older middle-aged couple, they were avid golfers, and one evening they were sitting together by the fireplace after a long day. Well, they're thinking when the wife suddenly asked her husband what a slight air of concern to her tone. And she said, honey, if I die before you do you think you'll get married again? Well, and the husband thought about it and he said, well, yeah, I guess I probably would. When the wife says, oh, yeah, I suppose you would. Okay. And then a few minutes later, she asked, well, if you did get remarried, would you let the wife drive my car? And the husband thought about it. He goes, yes, I suppose I would. It's a perfectly good car. Which she goes, yeah, I suppose it would make sense to do that. Finally, the woman says, well, would you let her use my golf clubs? When the husband immediately answered, oh, no, she's left-handed.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I need more laughter out of this one. Now, come on.
I'm really pushing it. Almost Charlie.
Well,
How are things going down there?
how's it what?
How are you been drinking again?
No, but I wish I could.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll tell you what, I remember the last time I went into a bar, which has been about 3 months now. I walked into this bar and it seemed pretty normal, but when I got in there, the guy had all this meat hanging from the ceiling.
Wow.
And you think, well, what the hell's going on here? And so, he asked the bartender, he said, what's the deal? He says, well, he said, it's like a game. He said, it's a little bit of a gamble. And he said, if you put in $10, you can jump up, and if you can touch one of those pieces of meat, you can drink for free all day long.
Wow.
And the guy looks up at the meat hanging from the ceiling. He says, oh, I don't think so. He said, the stakes are too high.
Oh, get it there, Benji? Did you get it?
No.
The stakes were too high?
The
Stakes were too. Oh,
high.
I got you
The
now.
stakes
Yeah,
were
thank
too
you.
high. Oh my God. Folks, we apologize for the content, but what the hell? We're going to continue on because we're old. Anyway, where I live, it was so cold.
How cold was it?
I saw a Greyhound bus going down the highway, but the Greyhound was inside warming up. It was so cold.
How cold was it?
It was so cold. I was outside and I had to fart, and out came snowflakes. It was so cold.
How cold was it?
It was so cold that I was out in a park cabin on an all-nighter. It was freezing. I was with my girlfriend Bambi. It was so cold that she couldn't find my package. That's how cold it was. Anyway, moving on.
Oh my goodness. So this elderly lady had just returned home from an evening church service when she realized there was an intruder in her house.
Aha!
Seeing that intruder, there's a burglar there. Yes, seeing that he was in the act of robbing her home of its valuables, the lady yelled, Stop! Axe 238.
What?
Hearing that, the burglar stopped dead in his tracks and stood motionless. The woman calmly called the police and explained what was going on. Well, when the officer arrived, he cuffed the man and he said to the burglar, he says, "Why did you just stand there? All the lady did was yell a Bible verse at you." And the burglar goes, "Bible verse? I thought she had an axe and 238s."
Oh. Well, her daughter had
It helps to know your Bible.
well, his daughter had 238s, but that's another story that
That's
we're
another
away
that's
from it.
another joke.
So anyway, we're going to move on at this point to a very exciting and interesting point of conversation just between the three of us, these old farts. What's our point of conversation?
Well, I've been thinking about this because I have some of these. So let's say you've been saving comic books for years now, and you just realized that one of your issues may be worth a lot of money. Now, do you sell it right away? Do you hold out for a better price? I mean, what would you do, homeless Charlie?
Oh my goodness. I mean, that's such an easy thing to solve.
Thank God.
At my age, I would automatically put it for sale, put it on an auction, do whatever I could do to get the best price. And then I'd just take the money and I'd tour the world. I'd go to Florida, I'd go to Europe, I'd go all around the world. And then when I die, whatever is left, if there's anything left, that could go to my kids.
Oh, well,
That
okay.
was one
Maybe
hell
they
of
go
a
to
comic.
me.
That was one hell of a comic book.
I'm telling you, some of them are worth that much. How about you, Comedy Thief? What would you do with it?
Well, I'm a lonely man.
Oh,
I have a girlfriend, Bambi, but she lives in another city, so I don't see her that often. So my answer is a no-brainer too. I would trade my comic book. I have one or two.
just one.
One.
You might have more.
I would trade it for somebody's 1960 collection of Playboy magazines. That's what I'd do. I'd spend the rest of my days salivating over the centerfold. That's what
Oh,
I would do. What would
that's
you
wonderful. I mean, that may not be the thing that was dripping, but salivating is a good thought.
do? Oh, never
Say,
mind. We can't say dripping on our video.
I know. Well, I would take that comic book, boy, and I would do the same thing you would do. I would put it up for auction, and then I would take that money and I would buy Bambi from you.
You dirty dog,
No fair, no fair.
Anyway,
No, not really.
we're done. We're out of here. We want to thank you very much for being a part of our video production. Oh, wait! I forgot again. We invite a very famous celebrity to be in our very next video. And Benji, you were doing the research on that. Who should we invite?
Well, I thought it was interesting. I was watching the Buffalo Bills this season, and
Oh.
they did such a good job. But now that they're out of it, I think we could invite Josh Allen, their quarterback, to come on the show because he's got all the time in the world now.
That would be beautiful. It's a perfect choice. Josh Allen, you're going to be at our very next Funny Old Guys video, and you have to bring your fiance.
Yeah.
But you have to check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com within 24 hours, Josh, because if you don't, you're going to end up in the trash bin. So
He didn't get traded, did he?
No.
The Buffalo is going to let him play again?
I
Same to you,
believe
buddy.
So.
Hey, put a cork in it. Anyway, Josh,
Those damn Eagle fans, you just can't live with them.
Well, I only vote for the Eagles because I have two daughters that live in Philadelphia.
Oh, of course you do.
well, that's a
So
perfect reason to root for
I
the
have
Eagles.
to.
Anyway,
Yeah.
this is a
All
comedy
right. Well,
thief.
that's all I got for today. How about you, Comedy Thief?
I can't wait to get out of here. So I'm saying goodbye and farewell, passing it along to Benji for his goodbye and his farewell.
Well, thank you all for coming in and watching, and I hope you all laughed because we did. So there. Oh, before you go, if you could do us a big favor, that would be wonderful. Go down to the bottom and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Please go down and check that little box there. That would be wonderful. Oh, and perhaps you'd like to tell some of your friends, where can we find these funny old guys? Ha ha. You send us an email at funnyoldguys@gmail.com, and we can send you some of these fancy dancy business cards, and they has our YouTube address on it. You can pass them out to your friends, and we could all laugh together. It would be great
And
fun.
there we go. And Homeless Charlie, we're glad that you're healing. Has nothing to do with church, but anyway, say goodbye and farewell to all the boys and girls in Video Land.
Well, goodbye and farewell to all the boys and girls in Videoland.
Well, that was perfect. Everybody wave goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. We'll see you all down the road.